Hello guys, this video is about the prices in the Philippines and in Russia in winter time, because it's very different prices in winter and prices in summer. In Russia it's a huge difference. And you know, when I just arrived to Russia this time, I was shocked about the prices, but then I converted into Philippine peso and already wasn't shocked that much. I remember I went to the supermarket and saw the prices on tomato and I was like, what? 300 rubles the tomato? But then I converted in Philippine peso, it's 180. Yeah, still high. Usually tomato in Samal is from 50 pesos per kilo and up to 150 per kilo. So 150 is a high price for Samal. So I can say the difference in price on tomato is not that big, but there is a huge difference in the taste, because tomato here in Russia, it looks so red, looks yummy, but when you eat it, it has I wanted to say small taste, but I think more right to say it's tasteless. No taste at all. You can make salads and then put too much salt and pepper and oil and lemon, something like that, to make it tasty. Because now it's like empty. Looks like tomato, but taste is not that good. So tomato in the Philippines is much better in winter time. I know guys, you don't have a winter, but I used to call it winter that month, December, January, February. But Russian tomato in August and September is much better than tomato in the Philippines. It has very rich taste, very strong, so delicious, but it's only few months a year. And cucumbers in Samal very often have price 70 per kilo. So it's the same like in Russian supermarket now in the winter. But in summertime, cucumbers here, Russian cucumbers are just like 20 rubles. It's maybe 10 peso only. And the taste is very good. And now I think it's very similar to Philippine cucumbers. The only difference is the skin. Here, very soft skin of cucumbers, and Philippine cucumbers have more hard skin. And the prices of mango is also similar to Filipino prices, to Philippine mango. Of course, Philippine mango is a little bit cheaper, but sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's the same price. But Filipino mango is so delicious, so yummy, so masarap, lami. And in Russia, it's not like that. Russian mango is from Brazil, I think. And I think it was picked up from the tree too earlier, so it's the taste is not very good. But I'm glad it's here, it's available, because someday I can make mango float. I think I can find the ingredients and make it. So it's okay that mango is here. I just will add more sugar, I think, to make the taste more rich. And we will have mango float. And remember the Philippines. Oh guys, I miss the Philippines so much. My second home. Oranges and grapes, I think, is cheaper in Russia now, especially grapes. It has high price in the Philippines because it's imported, not local. But I think in Baguio there is a grapes, a local Philippine grapes. Do you guys know about that? I think the Baguio climate is very good for grapes. Also, as for strawberry, I think strawberry and grapes need almost same climate, not too hot, little bit freezing. I think Baguio is very nice for that. And there is only old coconuts in my city. I know in Moscow and St. Petersburg there are young coconuts available in the supermarkets. And here in my city, Irkutsk city, only old coconuts. I think it's from Brazil also, these mangoes. I miss the coconuts, but I don't want to buy old coconuts because there is no water. I know in the Philippine coconuts, even if it's old, there is a lot of water, it's full of water. But there is very small amount, like if you take one glass, it's like that, that much. But what is always cheap in Russia, no matter what season it's now, it's carrots, potatoes, and beetroots. I will show you the prices now. It's very cheap, much cheaper than in the Philippines. And the quality is always good in summer, in winter. It's always cheap and delicious, so we can eat it every day a lot. In the Philippines, I didn't buy potato every day, or if I buy, but not that much. But here we can cook it really every day, and fried potato and make mashed potato and soups like that. By the way, I already miss the Philippine food, especially the last week. So I'm gonna cook it soon and make video about it. Especially now I miss bulalo and chicken adobo. That's the most what I miss.
Маленькая свекла вкуснее. Но она более темная, светлая.
Хотя бы вот таких может.
Ну давай.
Sometimes pomelo in the Philippines has the same price as here in Irkutsk city. I like these oranges, mandarins from China. It's looks very cute with leaves and it's very sweet. And we have avocado here. It's from Israel. The price is 70 per one piece, one small piece, small avocado. So avocado is much more expensive than in the Philippines, especially when it's avocado season in the Philippines. It's so cheap and so delicious, so good quality. So in Russia it's not like that. We have to wait at least 1 week before the avocado became soft and ripe. It has the taste of pine nuts, but in the Philippines it's more delicious. So I think the prices on the food is almost the same in Russia and in the Philippines on average. When something is in the season, it's cheaper. For example, when it is fruit season in the Philippines in August, September, October, the fruits are much cheaper than in Russia. But some vegetables like cucumbers or tomato is cheaper in Russia in summertime. And also the prices for meat, chicken and fish, it's almost the same. Something a little bit cheaper in the Philippines, but not that much. But I'm sure that life in the Philippines is much cheaper because there is no winter in the Philippines. Raising the children in Russia is much more expensive because children grow so fast and you need to buy new clothes, and the season in Russia changed a lot. So in winter you have to wear one clothes, then in spring and autumn you have to wear another clothes. But in the spring, children have one size of clothes, but then after summer, they already have another size of clothes. They became bigger, so you have to buy another clothes. And you have to buy a lot of clothes. It's not just shorts and t-shirts like we bought in the Philippines. You have to buy many. So this is much more expensive even for one child. But if you have 2 or 3 children, it's much cheaper in the Philippines. And adults, they don't grow, but they also buy many clothes because it's very boring to wear only just one jacket or one jeans in the winter season. So everyone have to buy different clothes. And also in springtime and autumn time, the shoes become spoiled because of the weather. Sometimes it's very cold, then it's warm and a lot of water when the snow is melting. So living in Russia, you really have to buy new clothes, new shoes very often, and it's all expensive. But I love the Philippines more than Russia. I call the Philippines my second home, but really guys, I prefer to live in the Philippines more than in Russia. Russia is my first home because I was born there. I raised there until 24 years. But I prefer to live in the Philippines because Filipino climate is more close to me. It's like the climate that I love, and that is more comfortable for me. For me, it feels like I really was born in the Philippines and not in Russia, because I still didn't used to Russian winters. It's very cold for me, and my skin is suffering from this cold, dry air. And in the Philippines, all my skin in the body, in the face is thriving because of this climate. And somebody sent me the comment that in the Philippines I looked sweaty and oily. But guys, I love that so much because I compared it with dry climate in Russia. And for me, it's really difficult to be in this dry climate. In the Filipino climate, I feel like I'm just the fish in the water, so comfortable, like I was born there. In the Philippines, I just don't need to wear this huge amount of clothes. I just don't like it. It's not just about the price, about how expensive it is. It's about that I just don't like to wear it, like I'm a cabbage. And I'm wearing a lot of layers of clothes to get warm, to warm myself. But it's not comfortable. There is no freedom when you wear so much clothes. And in the Philippines, I'm feeling like I'm free because I can wear anything I want, just any light, very light dresses, and I never get cold. For me, it's really much better when it's too hot outside than when it's cold. Even if it's just a little bit cold, it's already so uncomfortable for me. And you know, also, the life in Russia is like more serious. I don't know how to explain that. I think it is because this cold climate and long winters, people became really serious. I just feel it. For me, it's really more fun in the Philippines. Sometimes I feel sad when I'm walking these streets, when everything is so gray outside. And guys, talking about the prices, I also want to say about the electricity. It's so cheap here in Russia. It's only, if we convert it in Philippine peso, it's less than 1 peso per kilowatt. And I know in the Philippines it's about 16 or 17 peso per kilowatt. So in Russia it's much cheaper. And nobody is saved here. Everyone is wasting the electricity without any saving. Switch on the lights, switch on everything, and don't think about the prices of electricity. Because if you use anything you want endlessly, like you will pay per month just little because it's really cheap. So guys, see you in the next vlog. I like the communication with you in the comments. I love to read your comments and I'm glad you're still watching. I hope to come back to the Philippines soon. Now I'm enjoying with my family and try to get used to the weather. Still trying, every day I'm trying. So thank you guys and see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.